Imagine moving across the entire world with only $5 to your name. Well, in January of 2020, this is exactly what I did. Could I survive? Could I enjoy life with no money? The answer is yes. I absolutely could. I could enjoy life. I did enjoy life. After just finishing walking from California to the border of Texas, I decided to apply to this program called Workaway, where I was communicating with a local family in Hawaii, and they invited me to come out to live on their land, to work on the farm, and they would provide food and shelter, my basic essentials. I needed change. I needed to understand myself more. I needed to understand what my issue and my problems with financial stability really were. When I got there, it was definitely an awkward moment for me. The lady that picked me up, she asked me if I needed to go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff, and I told her no, I was good, but she insisted that we go because she lives in the middle of the jungle and we should go ahead and get some stuff. When we got to the grocery store, it was super awkward for me because I was trying my best not to have to tell her that I came here with absolutely no money. She finally realized that I had no money, and she offered to pay for everything that I wanted, and I could pay her back in the future. The easiest thing for me at that moment was to just agree, grab a couple fruits, grab some peanut butter, and be done with the conversation, because at this point I was turning super red. We took about a 2.5-hour drive into Hana from Kahului Airport, and I ended up meeting one of the most amazing people that I've ever met in my life. He was completely vegan. He was all about cooking and eating clean and giving back to the earth. And little did I know, but this was exactly what I needed at this time. Because I was there with no money, I had little to no ability to really do anything outside of basic survival. Luckily for me, I was on a fruit farm, so when I was hungry, I would go out and I would pick fruit off the trees. I would go to the garden and make myself a salad. And again, luckily for me, the guy that was living there was an amazing human being, and he would almost every single day cook a meal for me. He was just always there for me, so shout out to you, bro. At first, it was really difficult to not live with any money. We would go to the beach every single day, and every single day we passed by these 4 food trucks, and y'all, they smelled so good. But I knew that was out of my means. I had no money, so there was no way of going to these food trucks. So I had to just keep it pushing. Once I got into the rhythm of not having money and eating off the farm and just the rhythm of everyday to-day life on this farm, life became a lot easier for me. I started to really enjoy the simplicity of it. I really started to enjoy the fact that I had nothing looming over me. I was just there. I was just present, and everything felt amazing. This was until COVID happened. And once COVID happened, the island became not a good place for me to be. It was time. I realized very quickly, once the National Guard came and they shut down the beaches and they shut down the national parks, there was really nothing left for me there. So it was time to go home. And unfortunately, because I had no money, I wasn't able to get a plane ticket as quickly as I would have liked to. I had to come back home and live with my mom. I had no way of really changing my lifestyle once all of this went downhill in Hawaii. So it made me realize that I do value being able to move the way that I want to move. I do value having money and having the ability to move the way that I want to move. And so that's why I believe that financial freedom is so important for us to be able to move the way that we want to move, to be able to do the things we want to do. And it took me living with absolutely nothing to realize that this was important for me. I believe that I'm here to do big things. I know that you believe that you have big things to accomplish, and we don't need to be rich to do these things, but we do need to have the ability to be comfortable in the life that we're living, comfortable in our bills, comfortable in the things that we have to pay for, comfortable in the ability to provide for our family. And if we're not comfortable in this ability to do so, then we are flooded with the stresses of life and the inabilities to be able to provide for our family. And with that being said, it is so important to understand our finances properly, to budget the way that we need to create a system that allows us to spend what we want to spend and spend what we need to spend.